What is up, you guys? Welcome back to our flip here on Temple Street in Chandler, Arizona. This project is fully wrapped up. I'm pumped with the way this turned out. We have my beautiful wife, Angel, here with us today. Wanted to come by and check out the project before it's gone and sold. And we have our wonderful listing agent, Drew Brantley, and my business partner in property management. Let's check out this house for the first time together, the final finished product. All right, guys, so as we first walk in, what are your initial thoughts? There's been so much change with this house.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the vaulted ceilings is a showstopper. I think that is the number one thing. Definitely a game changer, especially in this neighborhood.
Love how you incorporated the archways throughout. This is definitely a statement piece right as you enter the home.
I love how the staging turned out on this house too.
Oh, absolutely. As you wrap around, the floor plan is amazing. Being able to come in, have shoes, racks, coat, a little closet here. As you're hauling in groceries or whatever, you just take a right here, straight into the kitchen. I mean, this floor plan is...
It makes sense. The floor plan makes sense.
It really does make sense. Let's keep moving on into the kitchen area because we made some pretty significant changes over here. If you guys remember, this house was so dark. It had that weird closed-in patio area that we talked about previously. So we took that out, we fully demoed it. And if you remember, there were two huge walls that were over here, really separating the kitchen from the rest of the house. And it was one of those things where I wasn't going to remove those to begin with. I was gonna try to keep the budget low, but my project manager came to me and said, hey, I think it'd be best if we just remove these walls. I think it'd look so much better. The easiest sell of my life, I said, of course, because I knew it would make it look more beautiful. I was just looking at the cost and how we can save some money. But now coming into the kitchen, this thing feels huge. It feels connected with the rest of the house, but still like its own separate space.
I get a feeling of just it being current. This is definitely a house that's like living in the now, where everyone's kind of looking for this kind of look.
Yeah, I think the open floor plan is a total must. That was a really good call on Anna's part to remove the walls. I mean, it feels so much more open. I know this is, how big is this house? 1,800 square feet?
Yeah, 1,804.
It feels that much more spacious. This does not feel like an 1,800 square foot house to me.
The way that this was set up before is we did have the stove, kind of where the stove is right now, but it was a little bit shifted more to the left. And then we had the fridge right here. You lost a lot of cabinet opportunity when it came to that. So there was no fridge on this side. This was just a weird kind of built-in pantry section with nothing else to the left of it. So now that we have an island that has cabinets on the back side and the front side, as well as we have a pantry wall with a fridge with uppers and lowers on both sides, I feel like we just got way more function out of the space as well.
Oh, so true. I always forget that you put cabinets on the other opposite sides of the island too. I mean, that is so functional. It creates truly so much more utility out of the kitchen. I love that.
And then, which you mentioned earlier about being able to just walk in and bring your groceries in, that was the front door that we came through, but our garage door is right here. So you literally pull into your garage and you walk out with your groceries and you can set them down right here. It's kind of what we kept in mind because we were thinking, do you just make this a full wall of pantry space? I was like, I'm lazy. I know that when I bring in groceries, I want to set them down right away and go get the next thing, the groceries, and set them down right here, right after that, you know? So
oh, absolutely.
We did run into some issues with this. When we removed those walls, we had some plumbing running through those walls and that ended up flooding out the entire house, which set us back a couple of weeks. There was extra issues that came up, but Drew is actually the one that came in and saved the day on that. Because we own a property management business together, this is not his first rodeo with the house getting flooded out. So you were able to make a call.
We have an awesome carpet cleaning company that kind of works with all of our properties. We just want to make sure that we're restoring this the right way. It's very easy for water and moisture to get into the walls to create a lot more damage than you anticipate. We want to make sure that we do it the right way, get it cleaned up, and act fast.
Right, I think that would cost us an extra $5,000 to $6,000 going through that, which is a huge bummer, but the fact that you were able to remedy it so fast, by the way, thank you so much. The other thing to point out there too is ask your vendors if they're able to do these things. Don't go and try to just do it yourself. I would have never thought to reach out to a carpet cleaning company to come and get all the water out and suck all the water out, right? I would think maybe a restoration company, maybe they're not gonna be there on the fly, but to know that our vendors can handle those things, it's really, really awesome.
Of course, and restoration companies, it's gonna be upwards to $5,000 to $10,000 to restore, any moisture damage. We were able to do this within $600.
$600, that's it.
I mean, very cost effective. I was shocked. I pay all of our invoices and bills and make sure all of our contractors get paid. And when I received that invoice, I was waiting for a heart attack bill and it was only $600. I mean, it was such a cost effective solution. So that was a really awesome resource.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, let me show you guys the rest of the house. Let's go check out the primary bedroom, see the bathroom, some of the changes we made there. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about that.
Yeah,
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow, and the vaulting ceilings.
The vaulted ceilings, again, is a game changer. And I love that every entryway is arched. I mean, it carries through the rest of the house. I mean, it's such a special touch that, again, I feel like you don't really see in your regular builder homes. Again, it just kind of feels a bit custom to me.
It does.
And I love that this is a double door. Again, it feels so much more grand versus like the general one single door that you pull open to the primary bedroom. Nice closet space too. I mean, a double closet space.
Yeah.
His and hers.
Solid closet space. And I like that they actually did the staging with the bed on this side, because originally when I first walked this house for the first time ever, the bed was actually on this wall over here. So when I came in, I saw it like this, I'm like, this actually makes this feel so much bigger and more open. And having the windows on each side, there's a symmetry there. I think it makes it show really, really well.
Those things matter. Those little things do matter, because it still kind of gives that luxury feel.
And great lighting in here too. I love that you always put can lights in everywhere. I think that's one of a huge miss on older homes that a lot of flippers don't do, is that they just leave like the central fan with the central light. So I love that extra touch that you do, that you always add in extra lighting.
Yeah, to give it an elevated look, we're talking about maybe 70 to 80 bucks per can to install.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, so we're talking about what, $400 or $500 per room. I'm like, to get that much better of a look, I'm here for that all day long.
Yeah.
You know? Check out the bathroom, because we made some changes in here too. This used to be a tub shower combo, and then the vanity wrapped all the way around. So we moved the plumbing to one side.
I love that you continued the tile from the fireplace here in the primary bedroom as well.
Absolutely.
And it's really spacious too. It's like enough room for a couple of people in there.
A few people.
Yeah, a little party shower. No, I love it. And the double vanity, I mean, it's the perfect his and hers again.
Even the color choices that you chose are all trending right now, which is what people are looking for.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're also timeless. I feel like even though it's trending now, it's not gonna go out of style very soon either.
Yeah.
It's just a very muted, neutral tones with a touch of like the fluted vanities and the back wall too. I mean, again, there's so many like little moments in this house, little statement pieces that I think you did a really good job at.
Dang, thank you guys. So nice. Wow. But let's check out the rest of the house. We have 2 more bedrooms and we have another bathroom.
Nice closet space.
Nice spacious hallway here.
Ooh, great size bathroom too. I love it. Again, timeless but trendy, really clean look. The black always pops. I love the trim that you did. And the vanity, again, fluted. It's a really nice touch. I think people always do like an underwhelming guest bath because they go all out on the primary bath, but this is just as important. I think it just makes it look really, really nice.
I try not to go too overboard on making things too custom looking. I try to go with those muted, neutral tones, because it gives people the opportunity to come in and add their own furniture and add their own plants and really make the space their own. Whereas if I did an all green shower in here and did an all purple shower in the other one because it's cool and it's trending and it's something I saw on Pinterest and I wanted to try it, now we're like really getting ourselves to just needing a specific buyer that wants something that looks just like that. Has it worked in the past? Yes, we just sold a house in Old Colony. You guys saw that video, Drew and I, where we did an all green kitchen. Not a lot of people love all green kitchens, but our buyer in that market literally bought it because it was an all green kitchen. Like she...
That was her
She
dream.
specifically said green kitchen with gold hardware.
And that's what she got. That's exactly what she got. So in a house like this too, where we have a huge buyer pool, this is Chandler, Arizona. It's one of the hottest markets for families when it comes to Arizona. We want to give people a sense that this feels really homey and cozy and pretty neutral, so they can really make it their own for their family moving forward. And I feel like we accomplished that
Oh, you definitely
in
did.
this. Just check it out.
I love this window.
Oh, I do too. I love the look. This is like such a great little either nursery or kids room or office space even.
If I was to move into this house, this would be my office all day long, because I love the big like picture frame window, almost floor to ceiling in here. Like I love the natural light.
Whoa, was not expecting that.
No, these are huge.
The storage in the house all around.
Yeah, the whole house has a ton of storage and every single bedroom has its own walk-in closet. When we were walking in the hallway, there was more storage there. It's just all over the house, yeah.
Love it.
Let's go check out the backyard. So as we come outside, there was a lot of changes that happened out here.
Oh my gosh.
This used to be fully covered in. They were running it as like a daycare or something. It smelled like pee. It was really gross actually. So instead of getting this permitted and making it additional space, we said, let's get rid of the walls because of the layout of the original house too. It kind of would have been weird if we kept this boxed in. These windows, we would have had to fully remove the walls if we wanted it to feel like a continuation. Otherwise, it just would have been a wall. That left us with a really ugly, awful cement weird patio that we had out here because they had laid it down to make it a part of that extra room. So we were like, what are we gonna do to make this look good without having to chip out all the concrete? And our project manager said, hey, I have a guy that can do epoxy and he can make this all fully level. So we decided to go with epoxy on the outside out here.
I didn't even realize that epoxy came with so many varieties and colors, because when I think of epoxy, I think of that like traditional black, grayish, speckled, where it's like your stereotypical garage epoxy. Mom and me, I'm thinking of all the activities I would do with my kids out here with little water tables and, you know, little bikes and scooters they can drive up and down this. I always think non-slip. I don't want my kids spilling something and slipping and falling and getting hurt. So this is just such a functional patio. We're in Arizona, it's hot. It's really nicely shaded, and it kind of provides so much activity opportunity out here for a family. Having a dining room set, being able to eat out here when it does cool down. I mean, it's so nice.
And I just love how it glistens in the sun here.
Which also makes me think too, I'm like, if you did have kids activities going on out here, if you're doing some painting, if you're doing anything that's kind of messy, I feel like this has to be super easy to wash off and clean as well. This has got to be super, super easy to maintain, so.
What were your savings from actually just laying on new concrete?
It's a great question. Yeah, so this, if we would have had to chisel this out with the concrete, it would cost us about $5,000 to do. This cost us $1,000 all in.
Don't you love when that happens? When you're like pushed to find like a cost-effective creative solution and you hit a gold mine, you're like, I'm actually gonna start doing this in every house.
Yeah.
Like, this is so good. So I would totally do this at our own house. I love it.
It makes the backyard feel way more open and large because you were originally stepping out literally right here. So then your backyard started immediately. Even when you're standing back here and I look back at the house, I'm like, wow, this just feels so much more spacious because we don't have all of this closed off.
And you guys restored the grass.
We actually didn't even have the landscaper come out till the very end. I just saw that we had old Bermuda grass, which grows like a weed out here in Arizona, especially in the summer, as long as you give it enough water. So every single day the crews would come through and they turn on a bunch of sprinkler heads and just water all the grass just to get it coming back. So it's coming back. It's looking good. Now it's super hot out here, so let's get back inside and let's break down some of the numbers.
This little picture frame window is such a moment. I mean, I love the way they styled this little seating area and this really cozy fireplace. I mean, I know we probably don't get a ton of utility in Arizona when it comes to fireplaces, but in the winter, I just picture a little Christmas, hanging a couple of things,
like
some
that.
stockings. There's so many charming aspects to this house with it being trendy and modern. I think that's what like just brought all the buyers into it.
Which, speaking of buyers, let's talk about that a little bit. We bought this house for $339,000. So $340 just about is where we bought the house at. And we were expecting to do about $80,000 worth of repairs. We're gonna land all in at about $95,000 with all the repairs because we removed the extra walls, because we had the plumbing issues that came up. So in my mind, I go, okay, originally I wanted to list this property at $499 because I wanted to be super competitive in the marketplace. Drew knows things are sitting right now. Like, you wanna make sure that you're the best price house and the best looking house on the block. So made me a little bit nervous, but I said, okay, because we had to spend an extra $15,000 on this property, let's try to get that back on the sale price. And I think that potentially we might be able to get it.
I actually noticed as we were getting ready to list this, there's a house right down the street that's the exact same floor plan that sold for $495. So when we were kind of looking the numbers and seeing that this is way more updated than that other house, we did push it a bit.
Yeah, we ended up landing at about $519.9 is where we decided to go live on it. We went live on a Friday morning.
One day on the market, we have already received a full price offer, no concessions. Which is huge in this market. You know, in this market, buyers are wanting the world. New windows, concessions on top of furnish my house, take care of my babies, do everything for, you know, the sale. The fact that we received a clean one within the first day really means that you guys poured everything into this property.
I'm super happy with how it turned out. So the buyer ended up coming through. They were a first-time home buyer. Drew lets me know all the details as he's like texting me, goes, hey, by the way, I got a full price offer for you. $200,000 down, first-time home buyer. They wanted it right away. It's a 30-day close, so I was like, it's a no-brainer offer. We got flooded with showing requests. I mean, it was like 8 immediately came through, then we had them stacked throughout the weekend, so it gave us a lot of confidence.
That's one of the best that we've had this year.
And we've received 2 backup offers already as well.
Have we really? I didn't even know about this. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us on this walkthrough of Temple Street in Chandler, Arizona. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let us know in the comments what else you want to see, what other kind of breakdowns you're looking for. We'd love to break it all down, give you as much information as possible, as much value as possible. With that being said, we will see you at the next house.